Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again. We're back on the single malt whiskies. This time we're heading up to Speyside. We're heading up to Benromach. Going to tell you lots of beautiful things about Benromach. Just to let you know guys, I'm trying to hold myself back here, but no doubt as this video goes on, I'm going to get much more excited. So I'm really looking forward to doing this one. Benromach, founded in 1898, closed its doors in 1983 during the big whiskey cull. Lots of whiskey distilleries closed down in 1983. Unfortunately, Benromach was one of those. Closed its doors for 10 years, so it lay dormant for 10 years, and along came the independent bottler, Gordon MacPhail, the saviour of Benromach. Gordon MacPhail spent the next 5 years refurbishing the distillery, bringing it back to good working order again, and in my opinion it's never looked back since. If you were to visit Benromach at the minute, it's one of those old distilleries. Everything's done the old traditional way. It's what we'd call a craft distillery. Everything's done with not a lot of technology. In fact, there's probably no technology in there. There's no temperature gauges, there's nothing in there. If you walk through those doors, you'd probably think you were walking back in time, and you would probably think you're walking into a distillery of 100 years ago. It's all traditional, it's the old-fashioned way, and I'm loving them for it. At Benromach, they only use first fill bourbon casks, and they only use first fill sherry casks, which is, if I had a hat on, I'd tip my hat to them. Love the fact that everything is first fill, either bourbon or sherry. This is the Benromach cask strength. This is batch 1. It was distilled in 2008. I'm sure it was bottled in 2019. I was up in Scotland a couple of weeks ago with a Malt and Justin, and we were trolling through some whiskey shops in Edinburgh, and we came across this. We were deciding, is Justin going to buy it? Am I going to buy it? Is Justin going to buy it? Is Alan going to buy it? We decided to chip our money in together, and we bought it together. So I've just picked up recently, I've picked up my half. As you can see, I've been through a few of them. I think this is the third or fourth take tonight, so I'm not having any kind of, I'm not upset. But let's pour a little bit of this well before we can let this kind of open up. But yeah. Oh, there's a healthy pour. So let's get it covered up with trusty whiskey friend number 1 on this one. Yeah, the packaging's fantastic. Dead simple, cardboard, no frills. Just let's get rid of that. This one here, let's kind of dive into this. Let's nose it, taste it, score it, get going as usual. But I'm going to have to try and hold back my excitement. So, on the nose of this one. Wow. Wow, that's different. It's earthy, it's peaty, it's a little bit dirty, a little bit dank. In there's some fruit, there's some maybe red fruit, maybe red berries. Definitely some red fruit. A little bit of chocolate in there, but there's a beautiful, the smoke and the peat is, it's earthy, it's maybe if you're going through one of those peat bogs, you have that aroma as you're passing through the peat bog, but it's dunnage, it's damp, it's dank, it's dirty. Benromach. This is probably the dirtiest Benromach that I've smelt for a while. But in between that, there's those beautiful red fruits. There's a little bit of chocolate in there, a little bit of spice, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the ginger, red berries, red fruit, chocolate, even tobacco, campfire, bonfire, maybe even a little bit of, maybe some waxy, maybe that kind of polish. There's maybe a wee polish element in there as well. Definitely earthy, definitely peaty, definitely smoky. A little bit of fruit in the back. But anyway guys, as you know from the Whiskey Friend, it's not all about the nose. Let's see how it tastes on the palate. So you know where this one's heading folks. This is heading straight down the hatch. Slanch. Oh, that's so good. There it is. It's intense. It's powerful. Wow, it's more intense. The mouth feels wonderful. It's spicy. It's thick. It's oily. It's wow. It's chewy. Once you get past that chewiness, the mouthfeel the arrival's intense, it's powerful, it's powerful, it's just lets you know that 57.9's there, you know it's a cask strength whiskey. Then the meats come in, the meatiness, the it's like a barbecue. You've had a barbecue in your back garden, there's barbecue smoke whiffing around, the meat's cooking, your wife's making the barbecued sauce, there's a distant bonfire, there's another barbecue 4 doors down, they're doing the same thing. The meat's cooking, it's meaty, it's savoury, it's big savoury note. Those first fill casks are wonderful, those sherry casks, those bourbon casks. In fact, guys, that on that first initial taste, it's smoky, it's peaty, that chocolate's there, it's nutty, there's a little bit of nut in there, it's oaky, it's smoky, it's oaky. There's not a lot of sweetness. I actually thought this was going to be sweeter than what it was, but I'm not missing the sweetness one bit. It's such a wonderful whiskey. I'm loving it. Let me have another sip, guys. I need to have another one. Wow, that's so nice. So peppery, so smoky, there's so much going on, guys. Guys, if you are new to whiskey, don't tackle this Benromach Cask Strength. It's super challenging. If you're a established malt head or an established whiskey drinker, you'll still find this challenging. There's so much going on. What a whiskey. Wow, it's powerful. The nose is pungent, the nose is dank, the nose is dunnage. It's meaty, it's savoury. The palate doesn't let you down. Again, it's so meaty, it's so pungent, it's so peppery, it's so spicy. It's like a spiced steak, peppery steak, peppered steak, overcooked, smoky, barbecue, charred, chocolate, nuts. It's all going on. Everything's in here. Wow, what a whiskey. I'm so thankful we bought this, Justin. I think we got a steal. I think my share is probably £25 to £30. It's probably one of the best £25 or £30 that I think I've spent in a long time. I don't think this is going to last much longer, so I might have to track down another one. Let's do a little bit for the finish, folks, then I'll score it and I'll get gone. I have to get gone and take this bottle into a little dark corner with me and, you know, cuddle up and have some more. Responsibly, of course. That's so nice, man. Wowee. I'm glad this is an under the radar distillery. Hopefully it stays that way. I don't want them to mass produce anything. I want to do exactly what they're doing. Small numbers, low maintenance. Nobody's out there raving about Benromach. Wow. That is spicy. The finish is spicy, smoky, peaty. A little bit of soot in there. It's dank, it's dirty. A little bit of red fruit. A little bit of red fruit's hanging on there. Is it balanced? You probably would say it wasn't balanced because it's more earthy and savoury, and it could do with maybe a wee bit more sweetness, but I'm not, to be honest, guys, I'm not missing the sweetness, so the balance for me is great. It's oaky, it's smoky. It's just a wonderful piece of work at Benromach. And I'm looking forward to maybe picking up maybe some more of these. I might try and find another couple of bottles. But that's pretty much for this one, guys. Score-wise, what would I score it? I've got no hesitation whatsoever, guys. It's easy. If I sit around here any longer, I'm going to score it as a 92 out of 100, right? If I sit here any longer and I pour any more of this, in fact, I'm going to pour another little bit before I go. But this is 92 all day long out of 100. I think we picked this up for about £50–60. It's absolutely no brainer. Score wise, 92. I think if I sit any longer it's going to be a 93, but let's call it 92 at the minute. I'd love to come back and re-review this later on before I get to a bottle kill, so I'm pretty sure when I get to nearer the end of it it's probably going to score higher. But that's pretty much for this one. I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend. Until the next one, guys, as always, the pleasure is in the sharing, and I'll see you all very soon.